All right, yesterday on Monday we were multiplying by threes. Now we're multiplying by fours, okay? And then tomorrow we'll do by sixes. It says Jenna, and when it comes to multiplication, especially basic facts, okay, we could use arrays, which is rows and columns, okay, or equal groups, right? It says Jenna's making a quilt. She cuts fabric squares and decides to make the quilt with 5 rows of each square of squares. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It says that each row will have 4 squares, so I need 3 more on each row. So that's 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. They don't have to be perfect, but you get the point. How many fabric squares will she need to make the quilt? Well, let me ask you this. How many rows? 5. Times. How many in each row? 4. So that equals what? 20. Excellent. Okay, so this problem is on page 137. It says you can make an array, which we did to understand the problem. You can break apart the array to show simpler facts. So what they did here is they took this array of 5 times 4 and had this array, and then had this one. Okay. So then this array, this one right here, I have how many rows again? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 rows. And how many in each row? Just 2 on the left. That equals 10. Okay. But then I have the array on the right. How many rows do I have? 5. Times how many in each row? 2. Okay, just the array on the left. I have 5 rows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And only 1, 2 columns, which also equals 10. Makes it a lot easier to add all those together. Okay, so if I have 5 times 2 is 10, 5 times 2 is 10, and then you just add 10 plus 10 equals 20. Just like that. You can turn the array sideways. So here you have 5 times 4, right? But this array right here, okay, now this array, okay, now how many rows do I have? Count 1, 2, 3, what? 4. Now I have 4 rows. Times how many in each row? Count across. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do I still get the same answer? Yes, I do. It's just flipped sideways. Okay. It says look at the 2 similar arrays in the first model. What 2 facts are shown by the smaller arrays? Well, what do we just did? On this one, what were the two multiplication facts that you wrote at the bottom? Well, 5 times 2. 5 times 2 were the ones that we wrote at the bottom. So then 5 times 2 is 10. What's also 5 times 2? 10. And then remember we added 10 plus 10 is 20. Okay. 4 says when you multiplied with 5 in a previous lesson, what is the product of the multiplication fact for the terned array? Well, would the product be the same for 5 times 4? Yes. 5 times 4 and 4 times 5 is the same product. Okay. Show how to find the product of 4 times 3 times 4 by breaking. Oh, I hate when they do this. By breaking apart the problem and also by changing the order of the factors. Okay. So I have 3 times 4, right? How many rows are there?
3.
And how many each row?
4.
Try to put some space in between them. Now, when they say to break apart, they mean this. This is one array, and this is another one. The array right here, the first array that I created, how many rows?
3.
And how many in each row? In the first array that I created right here?
2.
2 equals 6. Okay, but then this array, the one on the right, how many rows again?
2. 3.
How many rows? Okay. How many rows again? 3. I'm going to cross. I have 1 row, 2 rows, 3 rows. Times how many in each row? 2. I have 2 in each row, or 2 columns. That also equals 6. And then what do they do to solve the whole thing? Don't I add both products? So 6 plus 6, which is 12. Okay. Now, then it says also by changing the order of the factors. Okay. So if I have 3 times 4, what's the flip side of that? 4 times 3. Does that also equal 12? Yes. So on page 140, it says break apart the array to find 9 times 4. So this, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9 rows with 4 columns, okay, across. They broke it apart by doing this. They took this one, and then they broke it apart this one, okay. So it says 9 times 4 equals, well, look at the first array that I created. It's 9 times, how many columns do I have? How many columns are up and down? How many columns do I have? For the first one, 2, that's right. How many columns do I have for the second array that I created?
4.
Just this one right here. 2. I have 4. The whole thing I have 4, but look where I put the boxes around. Okay, so what's 9 times 2?
18.
18. And it was also 9 times 2.
18.
18. And then 18 plus 18 is 36. So 9 times 4 equals what? 36. Now we're going to go on this multiplication fact, okay? All right, go to page. So look, we did 5 and 6 yesterday. Okay, go to page 7. Okay, the video said multiplied by 4, right? All right, 6 times 4, what do you think? That's 24. 4 times 4, 16. 1 times 4, you should know that. 4 times 2,
8.
4 times 5, Okay, 4 times 5 is 20, right? So then 4 times 6 is just 20 plus 4, isn't it? Okay. 4 times 7, what is it? 28 is just 24 plus 4 more. And then 4 times 6, that's 36. 4 times 8 is 32. And I don't see one yet. All right, 4 times 9 is 36. 4 times 4? 16, because look, I have it here already. Okay, 9 times 4? Okay, isn't 9 times 4 and 4 times 9 the same thing? Yes. I write, you write, correct? 4 times 1? 4 times 7? 28. Same thing as 4 times 7 or 7 times 4. 6 times 4? 2 times 4? What? 8. Speak up louder. 4 times 5? And then 1 times 4, 4. 8 times 4? 32. 4 times 9? 36. 3 times 4? 12. 4 times 4 is 16. 2 times 4 is 8. And 4 times 7 is 28.